Doink. Hey, everybody.
Mike's coming out of the closet.
Right. Just having some issues. Nothing we can't fix. Give me one. That's me. That's what I'm trying to fix. All right, I fixed that. All right. So, hello, everybody. This is a screwed up night. I'll get there in a minute. So P2E wanted to say hi, and when I said hello, beautiful, he said, "Oh, thank you." That's because Sandy's Passions was actually first, and I was saying hello, beautiful to her, obviously. All right. P2E, welcome, though, buddy. Yeah, my Woodsman is here with us tonight. How are you? Ronnie Brown, how are you? Jay Watterson, how are you? Good to see you. Rush Creek Survival's there. Good to see you, Frank A. How you doing? V-Borg 001, Big Dog of the Leather Kind. How you doing? Good to see you. Did I miss anybody, Stevie? I can't go to the
Creek Survival.
I think I got him, but if I didn't, Rush Creek Survival. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Hope things are well. And then there is also hello, Guns Girl. At least I get to see her. So, all right, Steve, you're gonna have to help me out. So, all right, you guys, I'm incognito because I'm in the dark, so there's no sense of me trying to look like a bunch of darkness.
You got your pink tutu on, and you just don't want it.
and so let me tell you, having some computer problems. Anybody with any computer knowledge, let me know. Because what happens is that I hit a button, I move the cursor over, all right, and a drop-down window comes. Well, this drop-down window is different. This one says, and it's not highlighted, back and forward, and then reload, save as, print, cast, translate to English, view page, source, inspect is all, in bold text. Okay, so what I have to do now, on my laptop anyway, prior to me doing anything, I can just hit the left click button. For all those people that know, not on the mouse, the left click button on the laptop, right? So now, for me to do anything here tonight, I have to right click on everything. Where before it was left click.
Yeah, I don't think it's your computer, Mike. I think it's Chrome because I'm getting the exact same thing.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
And I think I just lost the outside chat, so.
Bummer. I think Prepping said something about it being screwed up on his end, too.
All right. I just lost the outside chat. I'm going to try to get the outside chat again. We'll see what happens.
You know what? You can blame it on we have an eclipse tonight?
I don't know what we're having tonight, Stevie, other than fucking problems up the wazoo. Okay. That much I know.
Right.
All right, here, I got it again.
Hello.
So those are my woes with the computer tonight. So if I miss anybody, or if you write something and I don't see it, yell to Stevie or whatever, and or yell to that beautiful young lady that I just saw just pop in because now I'm on the outside chat because I just try Explorer Mike. I will, Jay Watt. I think I might find out all my passwords, like change my passwords and stuff, because you think I'm smart enough to write them all down.
Frank.
But anyway, so like I said, if you type something in the thing and I don't see it, White Guns Girl didn't hear me say hello to her? Are you kidding me?
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Oh, who gave Mikey the shiner? What China?
Because you're not showing your face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Prepping is saying I have no home button video suggestions.
Yeah, it's screwed up. And I'd like to say hello to Miss Shalisa Shell. How are you tonight? I'm sorry that you only got this a short time in your chat the other night. I apologize. Sorry
He
about
is talking to you, Shalisa.
Is he?
Yeah, I said I'm sorry I only didn't get this. I only got to spend a short period of time in your chat.
Oh,
That kind of sucked.
yeah. That's all right. Thanks.
I do public address announcement. Actually, I was Steve, I meant to ask you off air. I suppose I can ask you on air. Do you want to switch next week?
Switch partners, switch cars, switch what?
Switch nights.
Yeah, if you want to.
Just for 1 week, because I'm not here. I'm at a wedding next Friday.
Oh, cool.
So my mother-in-law's getting married again. Anyway, yeah. So I won't be able to have a Quagmire on Friday. I thought maybe we could have it on Saturday, and then I thought maybe you can have yours on Friday. Is that cool? Is that
I'd
cool?
have no problem with that.
All right, cool. The other order of business. Oh, hi, Uncle Kyle. How are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Yeah, what's happening, Uncle Kyle?
Hello, Dawn. Trees are blowing. How are you, sir? I know you're going to watch this, and you normally do.
Right.
Hope things are well.
Speaking of public address announcement, he
Yes,
is going to
please.
have his last chat. I'm not sure when it is. Go check out his channel. Trees are blowing.
He's not doing his chat no more?
Yeah, he's just going to give it up for a while, I guess. But he wants anybody and everybody that's ever been over there to join in and have a big shebang on the way out.
I'll try that. I'll try to be on. That's usually on Thursday nights, right? Or every other Thursday night or some shit like that.
It seems like, but he usually keeps it pretty quick. Yeah, it seems like I seen it last night. He usually keeps it pretty quick, like an hour or so. You know, neat and clean. But he said he's going to hang it up for a while, so he would appreciate everybody coming over there and saying goodbye and supporting them and all that good stuff.
Do that. Yes, Don. Yes, Frank, you are true. That is very, very true. Don is a true gentleman.
Right.
Another one. I might do a video on this because I feel like a jerk. This isn't a public address announcement. This is just, hey, Peanuts, guys, what's up, buddy? This isn't a public address announcement. This is just a straight and outright freaking apology to Daryl, 39 Camper, who held his giveaway, and I did not get in it. And I apologize. Daryl, I'm very sorry. It got away from me, and I even saw the thing about the 4 days left, and I started a new job, and then shit hit the fan at FedEx, and look, excuses don't win ball games, but I do apologize. I really do. I've known Daryl a long time on here, and great supporter of my channel and vice versa. And I dropped the ball, so I apologize to you, Daryl. Groovy outside, how the hell you doing? Good to see you.
What's up, Groovy?
So, kids, what's going on?
I want to know how your new job is going if you started.
My new job is fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Awesome.
It is so low key. I was talking to the guy. So it's smaller than what I'm used to. Although I work for a small company, right? There's only 24 people I worked with in my building, and now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counting an owner. So, but the company's bigger than that. They're just that building was only 7 of us.
Right.
So I was talking to a guy that been running a warehouse for 20 years, and he says, "What's the matter?" I goes, "It's quiet." I goes, "I'm used to telling somebody off already by now, and tell them they could go suck a bag, whatever, And I said, because it's just that's how it was. It was third grade mentality. I said, so it was like, it was a fuck you contest every fucking, He goes, dude, I've been here 20 years. He says, I don't remember the last time there was. I don't even think there has been an argument here. It's just kickback. You do your work. It's just, they call him the warehouse manager, but so I talked to him, because where I come from, you report to the warehouse manager. So I'm telling him about it. He goes, Mike, I'm not your boss. I was, well, they told me you're the warehouse manager. He goes, yeah, they just give me that because I'm the only guy that's here full time in the warehouse. I was, you kidding me? He goes, no. I do this by myself. I go, seriously? He goes, yeah. He says, the driver comes in, and I'll tell you, this guy that I'm taking the spot, he's not going to be happy with me, but he'll get over it. The guy shows up at 6 o'clock, 6:15 in the morning. He doesn't leave the shop until 8 o'clock in the morning. And all he has to do is load his truck. So, and then he wonders why he's out until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, so it's going well though. I went out and did a few deliveries for them the other day, and I walked in and the girl says, "You're back already?" I said, "Am I not supposed to be? Because I could go back out again if you want me to be." I wasn't expecting to be that quick. I said, "I'm sorry." Sorry about that. Mike, what's going on with UPS strike? From what I understand, Jay Watt, they are not going to strike.
That's always a good thing.
It's a very good thing, because now I don't have to work so hard at FedEx. Between FedEx and Roadway and Old Dominion and Ross and New England Motor Freight and all the major DHL and all the other major outfits, they would have shared their, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Honestly, I can't believe people still use UPS. They must give businesses the deal or something, but as a private person trying to get something shipped,
yeah, it's horrific.
Crazy expensive.
The only reason I get away with doing it sometimes is because I get a discount.
Right.
So that's the only reason I mean, if I walk in a UPS store, I don't get a discount. But
the only time I've ever used UPS is like kidney transplant, dialysis stuff.
Right.
The hospitals will send me the packaging and this and that. And
so you got your kidney in the mail and then you had to take it to the hospital?
No, but I have to take it to dialysis to have blood drawn and over there. And take this and take that and take it over there. A real bitch. Glad to have it though.
Did you send Johnny a invite?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, so, and then with FedEx, I get a what do you call it too? I get a discount with them too. So,
John, or everybody out there who usually gets an invite, it's under my name because Mike's computer was screwed up, so that might screw you up.
Right on, Jay. What? Right on. Groovy, you too, man. If you want to come on, Stevie will send you a link. You always have an open invite. I told you that 10,000 times. I'll tell you that 10,001 if I need to. Kelly Parks, how the hell have you been? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated. Package reads keep cold, get there fast. No shit, right? One thing about FedEx Ground is they don't. HRM, good to see you, buddy. I had a UPS account and had a freight pickup. They overcharged me for the duration of arbitration. They sold it at an auction. Here's one thing. I'll help people out with shipping anyway. I can't, not about ground so much, but freight. Okay. So like if you're going to send something, okay, don't ever guess on the weight. Okay. I mean, you can guess, but do it smartly. Okay. Because if you say something weighs 200 pounds, right, and it weighs over 300 pounds, you're going to pay more money.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So here's what happens, right? So let's say you come to FedEx Freight with something that's, obviously large. All right. And you want to ship it to fucking Pittsburgh. Okay. So what happens is that, you come in to fill out the paperwork, yada, 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 yada. Okay. I'm going to take it from you. You're gonna bring it in your pickup truck or whatever. I'm going to take it off your pickup truck with a forklift. Okay. I'm going to have a travel copy in my hand with numbers and shit all over it already. And right in front of you, I'm going to weigh it. And those scales are calibrated each and every night. Each and every shift. Okay. They're only good for 22 hours. Okay. So we have to calibrate. We have a 1,000-pound weight. And we get it to 1,000 pounds, blah, 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 and all that. Okay. But so what I'm trying to say to you is that if you don't just say, yeah, that weighs 100 pounds. Because if you say 100 pounds and it turns out to be 300, 350, 400, whatever, or if you say it weighs 400 and winds up weighing 600, you're going to pay through your nose. So, and it gets weighed. So it gets weighed when I grab it from you. It's going to get weighed when it leaves the following hub. So our main hub is New York. So when it leaves New York, it'll get reweighed. And then it'll go to Pennsylvania. County Line Logan joins us tonight, and so does the M.I. Woodsman on the panel, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, buddy?
Hi, John.
Hey.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot. Kind of rainy, chilly day.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
It's been storming here.
Better than 96.
Oh,
funny.
Buddy.
It's funny. It rained. It rained about 2 miles from here, wicked hard, and it didn't rain where I am.
We had that today too. We had major storms all around us. Not one of them let loose.
We got a sprinkle here. We got a sprinkle here, and that's it.
Now we went about 30 miles or 20 miles south of here to one of my doctors, and on the way back, I bet we got rained on 4 different times.
Yeah, it's odd, real odd. It's very odd too that out here in the east, anyway. Frankie will tell you, right? Usually we don't get this hot weather in July. This humidity, it gets hot. Don't misunderstand me. But usually for the past 3, 4 years, 5 years, August has been our fucking, month where it's been unbearable.
Right.
So I just hope it's over. I can't deal with this fucking humidity anymore.
Whew.
I fucking hate it.
And for a while today, it got so still here, and the air got really thick and nasty. It's like you couldn't hardly go outside.
What exactly is weed whipping?
Weed whipping?
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass that I took about an hour and a half to do yesterday for me too.
Is that anything like weed whacking?
Yeah, you can call it that.
Okay, good.
We call it whipping, you call it whacking.
Kind of like a
Right.
scratch, kind of like a scratch ticket. They call them scratch off. What? That's a scratch. What? No, it's a scratch ticket.
Some people call them scratchers.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's the chemtrails, Mike. No shit.
Right.
GI Cousins, how the hell are you? Good to see you. Jay, what have you been up to? It's good to see you, buddy. Hey, Jay, I almost put my fucking Spyderco right to the palm of my hand this morning.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
That's a great way to start your day.
Right before I went out to do a couple of deliveries. So, you know the inner roll of like material. Sometimes it's like this thick. Well, duh, you can't see me. It's about 3/4 thick, and it's cardboard, right? And you could knock somebody out with it. I mean, that's how thick it is. I'm not even joking. You can knock somebody out with it. So the guy says, "Oh, I'll take this over the bandsaw. I'll cut on the bandsaw." I says, "Why? Come here, give me that fucking thing." And I pushed my fucking Spyderco right through that fucking thing. And I went, fuck. And I looked at the palm of my hand and it just missed. Just missed.
No, Jay Watt. Safety third.
HR Evans says the weight was about 10 to 20 pounds off. I've been off shipping 1 to 4 tons with 5 other shipping companies, and it never was a problem. UPS business accounts are fraud. Yeah, they suck. UPS freight is horrendous. And that's not even because I work at FedEx. Long before I worked at FedEx, UPS freight sucks. That's horrible. 10 to 20 pounds off. And he's been off 1 to 4 tons with 5 other shipping companies. See, what usually happens too with us is that when you, especially with they're wicked sticklers on hazmat, you have to be right to the fucking T with the hazmat.
Oh, I bet you do, because they got to measure that stuff to make sure nothing leaked out and all that crap every time they stop.
Well, they got to do that, and they also have to can only carry X amount of hazmat. You know, like me, I can only carry 999 pounds of hazmat in my truck because I don't have a CDL. If I had a CDL, I can carry more.
Right.
Mike, what flashlight do you? Is my EDC flashlight? I don't have an EDC flashlight, bro. Can you imagine that?
You're kidding me.
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. And people are gonna laugh. And I know.
It's funny. It's kind of serious.
I know. John, every time I go now, what is his name? Oh my God, I cannot. And he's, oh my Jesus Christ! Why can't I remember people's names?
Because you're like me and I can't remember people's names.
Who's the guy from? Who's the guy? Oh Jesus Christ! I got him on Facebook and everything.
Wayne?
No, not Carl Craven. I met him in Jamie time, and he was helping Michelle with the new computer and all that bullshit when she was gonna do what do you call it?
Iridium.
Huh?
Iridium?
What?
Iridium?
Yes. He did a video on a flashlight, and I went to the store to get it because I liked it, and he did a good review on it, and he does good reviews anyways. But Iridium 242. And you know what? I didn't buy it.
No.
Was it one of them $200 surprise flashlights?
No, it was a decent light, you know, really decent. You know, it's like a $30 light, something like that, $20-something light, you know. You know, I know, Johnny. I know. I knew he was going to fucking yell at me for this. See, this is what happens when people ask me questions. You should just lie right off the bat. That way, there, I don't have to fucking feel like an idiot.
Like how many times you have to check freight labels or something, and you're kind of in the dark or in the warehouse, and you gotta burn
no,
your
you're right.
fingers, and you gotta burn your fingers with your lighter to see what you're doing.
I'm not. I have again, like apologizing to Daryl. I have no defense. I mean, you know, excuses don't win ball games. You're 100% right. As is Jay Watt. As a driver who works in a warehouse, at times you should seriously consider carrying a flashlight, Mike. But what do I know? You're right, Jay Watt. 110%.
Have you ever EDC'd a flashlight?
There you go, Mike.
Yes, I have. My last EDC flashlight was a. Why do you have to ask this question? What the hell is the name of it?
Because usually when you EDC a little flashlight, you go without it once you had one.
It was one of the thin ones, John. Thin LED, about 5 or 6 inches long or so. About as big as round as my pinky.
Oh, scared me there for a second.
Remember that shit used to make, Johnny? Remember that shit used to make in a machine shop? You can break people's thumbs with it. You know, like the little, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was about that size, but only it was a flashlight.
Oh, okay. Mini mag.
Yeah. I like it. HRM Weapons says he likes his video on the green Chinese Kero stoves. Yeah, he bought 2 and they wouldn't bring a quarter of to a rolling boil at sea level. Mini mag. Yep. Mini mag. Yep. Steve, is that a black and white Rubik's Cube to your right?
It's got good eyes.
That would be Frankie wanted to know.
Yeah, they're easier to solve.
County Line Login says, "Stalker, you missed my post." So go back and see what County Line Login must have asked you a question and you didn't see it.
No, I made that out of 1 inch by 1 inch squares of Formica.
Okay.
That's cool.
Just dicking around.
That's my kind of fun project, stuff like that.
Right?
You ever get into making those? You ever get into making them puzzles?
No, I love those, but I've never sat down and tried to make them.
I made some cool ones. I think the grandkids ended up with them, but just some mind benders, man.
Right.
But they're so easy to do once you learn how to do it. It takes you 5 seconds.
Yeah, I had one of those when I was a kid. It was a big red one. Had all the zigzag pieces and stuff and ended up a square block. I remember that thing. I love those puzzles, but I've never tried to make one.
Well, first of all, they're HRM. When I read that he bought the Chinese kerosene stoves, HRM bought 2 of them. They wouldn't bring a quart of water to a rolling boil at sea level. It was just the truth. I tossed them in the scrap pile. I almost bought it. What do you call it on for $60? Johnny, your stove.
Oh, my Coleman?
No,
not the gasifier.
The one that can boil shit in like 2.2 seconds.
My brass stove?
What do you call it? The hikers always take them.
Rocket stove?
Pocket rocket or whatever.
I quit. I retire tonight. I'm just gonna fucking
just crack a dew, light a smoke, sit back and relax.
Ohio Wolverine joins us, ladies and gentlemen.
What up, Ohio?
Hey, Ohio.
You not at the concert tonight, buddy? Ohio, you with us, bud?
He's not anywhere tonight.
Yeah, he's probably at the concert.
How much were they HRM?
What did he say he bought? I missed it.
2 Chinese, what do you call it, stoves? You have to scroll back. I can't scroll.
Ohio said he's at work and he can't get the mic to work.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Prepper said Trangia stove.
Trangia?
From China.
But those ain't $60 though, Trangia.
Oh, who, me? I'll tell you what it was.
Oh, Jet Boil?
Jet Boil. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have one of them.
I thought you did.
No, they're out of my price range for us to boil water.
Right.
They're nice, but I'm not spending that kind of money on something like that.
Well, the
But
only
$60 is like half what they normally run.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The only
I thought
thing
that
I
was a
don't
lot.
like about those kind of stoves is you're tied to a butane or propane tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that runs out, you're screwed.
I mean, they got their place, but I'm not going to spend that kind of money. I get 120-ish. That's about right. That's about double.
Seriously?
I'd say. Yep.
This one is camp stove. That ain't no camp stove. Where's the butane for that? Shit, I can't even fucking share this with you. It says it looks like the top part of a jet boil.
Now is the mini Coleman that Prepping's talking about your pump up or a different one?
No, that's a
That
isobutane, whatever.
that I have. I have a regular Coleman, the old camping stoves.
Oh, I love mine.
I got that single burner, that 533, and I love it.
Yeah, they're heavy, but they're awesome.
Yeah, they're really nice, easy on fuel.
Oh, that's interesting, HRM. He says he has 2 old burner sailboat kerosene drip stove.
What's that? Help me out.
I don't know, but it sounds interesting.
Actually, it does.
Yeah, the 533 prepping.
I'm trying to find the note the kid left me. Am I being picked on?
No, I am.
All right. Good.
On the internal. A little bit.
Good. It wasn't, as long as it wasn't me.
Snot.
Right?
Machine.
Yeah.
I gave me a backpack too. Some kind of a backpack. Mine sucks. Mine's tactical. I don't want a tactical pack.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about that Coleman stove is throwing it in a backpack and having it leak a little bit or something.
What, the big one?
The old single burner pump up.
Oh.
I got a pretty cool. It's kind of like a leather, real super heavy, thick canvas bag, and I put the stove sits down in there, and then I got those round, about yay so tall fuel containers. They're red, like one says Trangia on it or whatever.
Right.
And I bring 1 jar of fuel, and I put that stove all inside of that. It stays nice and tight. And if you got that lid on tight, I fill the stove before I even leave home. And as long as you got there's no pressure in it, you make sure you. Yeah. Obviously, if you just put fuel and put the cap on it, you won't have pressure. And I never had a problem. You can smell fuel, so I don't put it in anything with any kind of food in it. But
right.
It didn't leak anything. I was pretty surprised.
So the thought just come to me is just get a nylon bag and put it in and hang it on the outside of your pack.
Yeah, that would work too.
Jay Watt suggested to me that I buy either a MSR Whisper Light or an MSR Dragonfly.
Oh, I just watched a really bad MSR Dragonfly video. Oh, it was terrible.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you,
pay good. Yeah,
are
and
you saying this to piss me off? Because you're doing a good job.
no, they, you know, you pay for the MSR products. It's not cheap. You're paying for some of that's part of the, you know, the name.
Is it? Well, let me ask you this. And I've said this 8,000 times. I don't care about paying. Well, I shouldn't say that. That makes me sound fucking snobbish. If I can afford it and it's high quality I will buy it, because I don't want to buy like poor fucking HRM, something from China that isn't worth a shit. You know what I'm saying here?
Yeah, I mean, just you watch which one you get. They got the one. I don't know if it's a Dragonfly. Don't quote me on it, but it's one that it's got the separate canister that you put the liquid fuel in, you pump up, and it's got the braided line that goes to the stove. Okay. And underneath the stove, you got to prime it. You put fuel in that little pocket, and you light it, and it makes a freaking mess and a flame up from hell. And it's a piece of crap, in my opinion.
That's like
MSR makes better stoves than that.
That's like the old blow torches that you had to prime and fuel up, and everybody caught their house on fire with.
Yep.
A U.S. military pup tent, 1-man A-frame, $65. No bottom to it. Huh. I don't want to sleep on the fucking ground, and that's too low for me to put a cot in. I'll have to go on Amazon tomorrow. Because I can't find the stove that this guy wanted me to buy from him. I was going to send Steve a picture of it and have him share it on chat, you know?
Yeah.
That way that you guys can see exactly what the Christ I'm talking about. But I'm not going to go crazy looking for it.
I think the stoves that you put the liquid fuel in one shape or another is a lot more economical than the propane $5 cylinders.
Yeah.
Because I can buy a gallon of fuel for, what is it, like $3.08 today? Gas, unleaded gas was $3.08.
3 something, 280,
yeah,
290. Yeah.
And that would last me all summer.
So,
and the stove's like $70, and it's heavy.
Really?
But it does work, and it's built like a tank. It'll last forever if you take care of it.
Prepping. Mikey needs to make a penny stove out of new cans, of course.
There you go.
Are you making fun of me? Oh, here it was. Oh, no longer available. Suck a dick. Actually, I lied. It was 70. Suck a dick. Actually, I lied. It was $75. What'd I say? 60?
Yeah, still.
That's why he won't get back. That's why he didn't get back to me. It's an MSR. All it says is MSR stove, and it comes in a little baggie. Fuck! It won't let me into the thing.
Is it a propane? Whatever.
All I know
is it gas.
All I know is it's in a little bag that says MSR on it. It won't let me open it up because he sold it. So
Ohio Wolverine says Ozark Trail Baby, $25 store.
All right, I can get Ozark Trail at fucking Walmart, can I?
Yeah. Because actually, if I remember right, one of them MSRs also burns diesel.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to burn diesel. I either want to burn that shit that you have in your little squirt bottle. And what is that, by the way, that you're burning?
Either that stuff there was Coleman fuel, which is basically white gas.
Oh, okay.
And or just regular unleaded gas. It'll burn either one.
So you bring regular gas with you and you put it in a plastic little fucking bottle?
No, that bottle's stainless or aluminum.
No. your clear your plastic bottle that for your alcohol stove.
No, I just put alcohol in them.
Just regular. What do they call it? Alcohol? I don't know. I never used an alcohol stove, so I don't know.
I use isopropyl. The yellow bottles, the heat treatment.
Yeah, you get them in a fucking car store, in a pot store, can't
you? Yeah, you get them there. You get them at Walmart, like in a 4-pack or something. But them burn.
Okay.
Those won't leave a residue, and it burns a nice blue flame. Alcohol, rubbing alcohol, mineral spirits, they all leave. They burn a yellow flame, and they soot your pots up.
Okay.
Some people blend it. You know, everybody's got their own way of doing it, but straight up out of the thing.
What?
I think you can buy the better rubbing alcohol. It's like 90% or something instead of like 60 or 70.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I use that too. And
I use the 90% and add a little bit of 70% just to balance it.
Really?
Yeah.
Jay Watt says white gas is king for Coleman products.
Yeah.
Unleaded gas clogs up the jet nozzles on the Coleman dual fuel stoves and lanterns.
Yeah, that's
not a problem with regular cleaning. Now, the old Coleman, the old lanterns, right?
You took just about all those letters out of that word. The old lanterns.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking crack junkie. Listen to me. The old lanterns, right? The ones you prime, not the stoves, the lanterns.
Yeah.
That you prime.
Yeah.
And you had to change the, what do you call it every once in a while?
The mantles. Or the mantles.
Right?
Yeah.
What kind of fuel is that?
Same thing. Oh, that's Coleman fuel back in the day.
Okay.
Old timers, some of the old timers used to use white gas.
Oh, maybe that's what it was, because we used to use those all the time at the cottage. And I used to take one horn pouting. For those of you who don't know what horn pout is, it's a little tiny catfish. And my grandfather would always fill it up, but it never said Coleman on it or nothing like that. It was just in a jug.
Yeah, see, the unleaded gas they got nowadays got so many additives in it for your engine and your fuel system.
Yeah.
And like he said, it could probably plug things up, I believe him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you
to your carburetor in your little engines, if you leave it over the winter, you know.
Yeah, it turns into varnish.
Yeah.
But like Groovy said, use the yellow heat, not the red. Whatever you do, don't use the red, because you'll have a smoke and you think you got a pile of fat wood under your pot.
Right? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who needs that fat wood bullshit problems? You know, fuck that shit.
John, if you know, explain white gas.
White gas is it's more refined. It's kind of an old term, kind of an old school fuel, white gas. You know, back in the day, my dad and them always used white gas. And I don't know if that's got something to do with kerosene. Clear. So
I know it's not kerosene. That's too thick and it doesn't burn hot. Well, under pressure it would.
Yeah. Kerosene's going to be like diesel. That'd be oily and sooty
and smelly.
I think you're right. It's just a more refined gasoline without any additives and stuff, I believe.
Jay Watt says Coleman fuel is white gas.
Yeah, it is white gas. I just looked it up. They got camp fuel and they got Coleman fuel. There's $7 for a quart and then $12.99 for a gallon of Coleman fuel.
Good night, Frankie.
Holy shit! The last time I bought a gallon of Coleman fuel, it was $6.
Yeah, mine's got to be at least 7 years old that I put the last bit in that stove. That's why I had a little bit of a hard time getting it to take off, because it was so old.
I love those. I love the lanterns.
Once they get hot, though, boy, they go.
That's all right. I just love them.
Yeah, now that he mentioned that, I looked at white gas. That makes sense. That is what they call common fuel white gas. He is right.
Yep. Yeah, just the sound of those old Coleman lanterns.
Yeah, that
Sounds like you're
hissing.
boiling water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that hissing noise. I got 2 of the lanterns.
Yeah, we got a couple of old ones. You know the old style. Usually they're a solid color, either blue or red, maroon, whatever. Right. They got the design on the glass part of it, of the lantern itself on the outside. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a regular. Doesn't say Coleman on any of that. It's not the green and red Coleman one and all that bullshit. It's just a regular.
Is it a hurricane lamp?
Yeah, it's like the old school lanterns, like you see in the
Yeah.
old movies, Johnny.
Okay.
Thank you, Frank.
You know.
Take care, Frank.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I said good night to Frank. Looks like he's
No.
leaving.
Yeah, Frankie already left. Yeah. Does that stuff go bad? I've heard that Guns Girl wants to know. Does that stuff go bad?
Yeah,
I've had the same
breaks
can
down.
for like 10 years.
Yeah, mine, like I said, mine had to be at least 5, 6, 7 years old. I'm still burning the last of it.
Yeah. Guns Girl, go in the backyard, right? Stick that in a wheelbarrow, right? trips them off the wheelbarrow onto the ground, light a match. Let it burn off in the wheelbarrow. That's how
Just put a little bit in your stove and pump it up real good and give it a test run. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't.
Yeah, we don't want to fuck up our stove though.
Just pour it out.
It's still clean. It just, you know, long as it's not all gummy and tarry, you know.
Lost its mojo a little bit.
Yep.
And why can't I use one of those in a tent?
Because you freaking carbon monoxide yourself to death.
Yeah, but if it's well ventilated,
it won't keep up. Depends how cold it is. I mean, I've seen guys used to heat their fishing shanty with a lantern.
Really?
Yeah, but it was tiny. He has a tiny shanty.
If they're burning right, they burn pretty darn clean.
You know those 39 campers ice fishing thing that he pulls behind him, a sled?
Yeah.
Where he flips up the lid. It's got a screen on the lid, and he flips it up, and he keeps his Coleman lantern in there lit, which throws the heat up, keeps his butt warm, and he's got a piece of plexiglass on the front side that shines out onto his fishing hole.
Cool.
Wow.
That's a setup for ice fishing.
She's gonna burn a burn pile. Oh man, I wish I was there to see that.
Guns Girl, don't do one of them YouTube fail videos where like you dump a bunch on and then you can't find a match for 15 minutes.
Do one like Stevie's open.
Blow up half the yard when you finally find one.
Hey Zach Hawkins, what's up?
Take her off her feet.
Jay Watt says he's had a Coleman fuel for over 10 years old that burns fine. I kept it and sealed up tight and stored in the cooler place.
Yeah, long
Zach Hawkins. I'm sorry, go ahead, buddy.
And then it doesn't evaporate and condense and get thick.
Yeah, mine is starting to get bad.
Right on, Zach. Film it. Everybody loves watching those vids. You're right. Do a fire like Stevie used to do on his open.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Guns Girl, do a video, yeah. And you got to be in the video.
Yeah, she's got subscribers now.
Guns Girl, I don't want to hear. You got to make a video. Don't make me come out there and do it. Go ahead, huh?
No excuses.
Right. Excuses don't win ball games. Back when Jay was a kid, I'm assuming Jay Watt, we used to wait around in the sun with a lantern, gigs and cooler with a truck and a tube wrapped around the gigging, flounder in the boat sound late. Oh, you were jigging for flounder. Okay.
Yeah, they put out good light. Great for tracking blood trailing deer and stuff.
Yeah.
Good old Coleman lantern.
Zach Hawkins says, I burned a couch once, probably the most views I've ever had on a video. That's because secretly everybody's a fucking pyro.
Yeah, big time.
You know, no offense there, Fatwood Queen.
Speaking of pyros, Fatwood Queen.
Right.
I only burn like 2 dozen fires a day.
Only 2 though. I used to light some of the biggest fires, and it wasn't my intention either. It was never my intention. I lit one, the biggest fire I ever lit, probably burned for fucking 3 days.
Sweet. I'm about due for one. I got a pretty good sized brush pile out back. I've been cleaning out flower beds and stuff.
I put the absolute driest friggin' oak logs that you can think of. They were probably, 3 foot round or so, most of them. And I threw them on there, and then I threw brush, then I threw, I don't know, an absolute shit ton of fucking oak skids, And then I torched it. And I just kept adding to it. Oh, that'll burn. Oh, that'll burn. Not the fire starts. Who cares if it's green? That'll burn.
Right on, HRM. I used to do that when we lived in New Orleans. We'd go out on a fishing pier and hang a lantern off it. And man, it used to bring in all the small little smelt and whatever else, the little minnows. And then the trout would just start zinging underneath that light, boy, eating those minnows. It was a riot. Saltwater trout, not freshwater.
Hey, Steve, you know where the Singing Bridge is, or heard of it?
Singing
Yes,
Bridge.
I have heard of it.
You guys make fun of me talking. You're gonna
That's north of you, probably a good hour and a half, 2 hours on the east side of the state, right in Lake Huron. My brothers used to use the old Coleman lanterns. There'd be 50, 100 people out there in the water with their smelt dipping nets and a lantern in one hand and a bucket with the other guy.
Yeah, I have been there. I actually went smelt dipping there. Didn't catch shit.
That was about 15 minutes from my house.
Wow. Back in the day, that was one of the spots to go.
Oh, yeah. I remember guys filling the trunks of their car up.
Yeah. Walleye fishing, too.
Yeah, walleye fishing's awesome over there.
Yeah, they do, Jay Watt. Jay Watt says pallets make great bonfires. They do. Jay Watt, how do you do yours? I take the heavy oak ones, and I put them on the bottom, and I probably go like, 6, so I go 3 and 3, and then I'll put, a bunch of those, and then I'll put like a bunch of the lighter pine ones, those, that add some brush. And like I said, I used to have the, 3 foot round, what do you call it, in the middle. And I just light the fucker. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can see it from fucking Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, say you're putting 6 pallets and there's some other stuff on that's going to burn.
Oh, yeah, Johnny. Oh, seriously, I had a fire. I had a fire that smoldered for shit. It had to go pretty much 3 days. Pretty much 3 days. It was that hot. You could still toast marshmallows on the 3rd day.
Yeah.
And finally, I had to leave, so I raked it all out, doused it all down, and made sure it was out. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was just that hot. Pile of nails, holy shit! Because we went all to ash, pretty much, That's how fucking hot this fire was.
Right.
14 hours, no joke. We got a nice comfy chair and a cool beer.
Right. And good conversation. Or dead quiet. Either way is good.
You're right, HRM. Good fishing spots are hard to find.
Yep.
You got that friend. I want to go fishing? Sure. I was going to go to my spot. What spot? My spot. But if I take you, it's like my buddy wants to go hunting. Hunt in my backyard. Just don't shoot this there. Don't shoot that there. Don't shoot this. I said, fuck you. I ain't hunting in your backyard. I'm probably going to be burning some green stuff. Really? You going to get high? Because I have to cut down some trees this weekend. Is that green stuff legal in your state now?
I'm sorry?
Guns Girl said she's probably going to be burning some green stuff. So I just was wondering if that shit. I was wondering if that shit was legal in your state now.
You got a license?
Yeah, I never use gas. Jay Watt, never. Never.
That's the fun part, the wolf.
No, I always get not gas.
You gotta have the vavoom.
I usually use something like brake fluid or something fucking stupid, But I don't use gas. St. Clair River, buoy 54 was the best walleye spot she ever had.
I'll have to write that down.
Puff, 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 pass. It is legal in New York State to smoke weed.
Yep.
Yeah, it's legal here too. Go figure. You can't carry a gun, but you can smoke fucking weed.
Yeah, you're supposed to protect your stash.
It's unfucking. I'll never understand it. This is the thought process of the fucking millennials.
Somebody told me, I'm not sure if they were trying to pass it in this state or if it is in this state or if it's in another state, that if you got your legal marijuana card, you could no longer get a concealed weapons permit.
You know what?
I think that's true, Steve.
You know what, Steve? And I know people are going to say, well, people fucking drink and they still have their fucking, all the pot smokers are going to say, well, people still fucking drink and they still have their fucking LTC. Guess what? I agree. Sorry. No, not only do I agree, but I also agree that if you're drinking and you're shooting a gun, well, I don't give a fuck whether you're hunting, or you're in your back. Oh, no, I can't say backyard because that's private property. Or, whatever. You're on public property at a public shooting range or whatever, and you're fucking, you've been drinking. Guess what? Take it away. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. No. Nope.
Yeah, you can't drink and carry. You have a beer, you better not have your gun.
Right. If you've been drinking and you go shooting afterwards, or you've been drinking, and that's just fucking dumb.
I know there's I know they're gonna supposedly they're that bill's going through in Michigan, and it's gonna be legal in Michigan, like Colorado.
Yeah. Yes.
I know somebody that's got some friends. Actually, I got a nephew that's a trooper, and right now they're giving the trooper. They're doing a bunch of training with these kits that's like a breathalyzer that can tell if you're high or not, and you're driving. They can treat it just like a drinking and driving violation. Yep. And they said they are ramping up all the state police, and they're all getting trained with this unit because it is going to go through.
Yep. Yeah.
Which it should be that way.
I agree.
I have no problem. Hey, boys, what's up? The Great White North, eh? SKS is always a pleasure to see you. I hope things are well. I don't care if they legalize it. I think the properties I'm not even going to sit here and list all the properties of what we can do for people. Okay, I'm not. We all know how it can help. It doesn't stop me from my original point that if you smoke a joint and you have a gun on you and you get caught, fuck you. You deserve it taken away. I don't give a fuck about the Second Amendment. I mean, I do care about the Second Amendment, but you know what I'm saying? That Second Amendment doesn't cover you being fucking lit like a Christmas tree.
Right.
Okay. Sorry. All right. So.
And you can't be intoxicated really, I don't think, and have one either. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
you
legit.
shouldn't. Yeah, and if you're intoxicated and you get caught with a gun on you or whatever, you're hunting or I don't give a fuck. Whatever you're doing, you got a gun on you, and you're drinking and you're intoxicated, like Johnny said. Fuck it. To me, you lose it.
Yep.
You know, sorry, just the way life is. What the fuck? We lose our driver's license. That ain't a right either. That's a privilege.
Yep.
You know, everybody, oh, it's a right. It's my right to drive a car. No, it's not. It's a fucking privilege.
Yep.
You know, people don't get this. People don't get this. So now, with not only do we have drunk people, like I used to be, driving them behind the wheel of a car. Now we have drunk people texting. Now we're gonna have drunk high people texting. And then we're going to have high people texting. We're fucked. You might as well just fucking walk and never walk on a street that's the speed limit's more than fucking 25. Well, the people that are high, when they drive pretty slow anyway. So it's like, oh, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? There's a cop behind me? Is a cop over there? There's a cop over there? You know? Actually, it's a right to travel. You do have a right to travel, Boyd. But you don't have a right to own a driver's license. Okay, that is a privilege. No, the government can't take away a right. However, the government's not taking away your right to carry a gun. But if you're carrying a gun and you're fucking hammered, you lose that right to own a gun. Or it should be taken away from you for whatever, like your driver's license, like a fucking year or two. Whatever it is. A driver's license is owned by the state. Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, like Ronnie Brown says, he drinks at home due to his CDL standards since 1993.
Yeah, Ronnie Brown.
I know my brother, he drives big truck over the road, and he's got to watch what mouthwash he uses, make sure it doesn't have alcohol in it. Because if he's got to blow.
You blow an 04
yeah,
or better with a CDL license in your pocket, you can kiss it goodbye.
Yep.
04 or better. My wife's the same way. She's a nurse. She blows an 04 and she loses her friggin' nursing license. It's amazing. It really is. Jay Watts says, shall not be infringed. Not that hard to understand. What is hard to understand is the citizens of Boston share illegal. Will you shut the fuck up before I reach for this fucking laptop and grab you by the fucking throat, Jay Watt? What is wrong with you? Shut up. You don't even live near Boston. I saw it on YouTube, so that has to be true. Knock it off. You're going to sit here in your mind, I quit drinking and driving 38 years ago. Right on, brother. I quit drinking and driving 17 and 2 months ago. Michigan, the CDL is 02, I believe. Guns Girl, it's probably 04. It's a federal thing. It's not a state-to-state thing. It's a federal. CDL is a federal thing. It's not a... Listen to me, Jay Watt. Don't give me your fucking shall not be infringed bullshit, okay? You know as well as I do, it's fucking stupid for people that do that. I've taken pride in my sobriety for safety. Right on it. Right on, Ronnie Brown. You should. You should. Yeah, LOL, the left has gotten to Mike. Feel the burn. The left ain't gotten nothing.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with left, right, center, fucking left, shortstop, fucking. It doesn't have any fucking. Okay, listen to me closely. Mikey thinks on his own. He agrees with one side, agrees with the other, disagrees with one side, disagrees with the other. Yeah, I know, Ronnie. It's unfucking real. I haven't even got my CDL. I won't. It's just fucking dumb. A lot of the guys, they're paying drivers out of their fucking nose because somebody wants to drive a truck now. I can't support, HRM says, I can't support the government's lifestyles. No. But, yeah, Jay Watt, listen. If there's something that I agree with, I agree with it. If there's something I disagree with it, I disagree with it. It's just the way I've been. SKS, it's great to see you. Taking his best friend out for a beer. She's been fishing for sockeye in Alaska for the last 6 weeks.
Nice.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Have a good fishy night there, SKS.
Fucking Jay Watt. Jay Watt, I'm telling you right now, you are fucking lucky you don't live near me. I'd buy an iced coffee and dump it on your head.
And then buy another one to drink.
Then I'd fucking kick your door down and fucking, when I was searching for fucking terrorists.
Bomb paraphernalia.
Right.
You know, Mike, with the video turned off and just listen to you talk,
yeah,
you remind me a little bit, and especially with this little bit of political stuff going on, you remind me a little bit of our good friend G Mangos.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's a great voice.
Yeah, G Mango should fucking do radio. He's got the fucking voice for it.
Right?
I did actually vote for Hillary. You fuck, you're an idiot. Vote for Hillary. Oh, I could get it from Starbucks. No. Let me tell you something. Starbucks has to be the absolute worst fucking coffee on the face of the fucking planet. I don't care if. Oh my God, is that coffee disgusting?
That's the only coffee I've ever drank that actually gives me cramps.
Dude, I drink that coffee. The hairs
good,
in the back of my neck stands up.
Locks up my stomach like nothing else.
It fucking gives you an aftertaste like something fierce.
Yeah.
I've never had it.
Oh, don't bother, Johnny. Do yourself a favor. Don't ever go to Starbucks. Ever.
It's so strong smelling when you drive by. I swear I can smell a little bit of skunk.
Kicking back. Bush Brothers in the house, people.
What up, Bush brother?
Speaking of truck drivers.
Hey, there's my brother from way up north.
Speaking of truck drivers. Oh, fucking Starbucks. I hate fucking Starbucks. Hate it. My nephew used to get mad at me. We go to the Patriots game, right? and I go, I need a coffee. He pulls in the Starbucks. I go, what the fuck are you doing here? He goes, I'm going to get a coffee too. I goes, I don't drink coffee from Starbucks. I goes, that's fucking queer coffee. So he goes, well, isn't a Dunkin's around? I said, I don't give a fuck if it's Dunkin's or not. I just pulling at a fucking gas station across the street. He pulls in the gas station across. It's like Green Mountain or something, you know. Thank you. I'm good. As long as it ain't Starbucks, I can drink it.
Yeah, that shit's so overpriced.
Actually, Bush Brother I think horse piss tastes better than fucking Starbucks coffee.
I like it strong, but that's a bit ridiculous.
It's horrendous. Well, thank you very much, Shahif. Hope I pronounced it properly.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Welcome.
Well, yeah, boy. He said Green Mountain was good, but it just give him a stomach ache. How do I say this without closely coming to be racist. You know what I can't stand is the what do you call it? Coffee. No, I can't say it like that. How do I say
Espresso?
it? No, I call that guinea coffee. I can say guinea because I am one, so people don't jump on my fucking ass. Oh, Mike's fucking racist. Hello, Holly Baglio. How are you?
Oh my God! Hi, Holly.
Yeah, pretty much HRM. Pretty much. No, it's Arabic coffee. Did I say it right?
Yep.
It says it right on the coffee package. I go to this gas station, and I pour and the guy's pouring the coffee, and there's a thing making the coffee right in front of me. He says, "Give me 2 minutes." I goes, "Dude, I'll give you fucking 20 minutes. I don't give a fuck. I need a cup of coffee."
And it's not Arabic. It's there's two kinds of coffee
It was
plants.
Arabic roast or Arabic dark roast, Arabic dark magic, or some bullshit like that. That's what it said anyway, Stevie.
It's more like aromatic, but I can't remember how they say it. It means it smells good. There's two different kinds. Is it like Robusta and aromatic?
But let me tell you, anyways, right? Okay, so when I go to Dunkin's and I get an iced coffee, I take so I get a large. So you guys know how big the larges are, right? So I get a large and I take 5 sugars and 3 creams. But when I drink a hot coffee, I only get like 4 sugars. But I tell you what, I had this coffee, Stevie. I had to put like 7 sugars in the fucking thing to kill the taste of the fucking. It was disgusting.
Little after bitter.
It was fucking bad. But I drank it just the same, and I'll tell you what though, it's fucking Arabica. Thank you. Is that how you say it?
That's
Arabica.
It. Yep.
What did I say?
Arabic.
Arabic. Sorry. See, I knew I didn't want anybody to take it the wrong way. So
Arabica is one of the only 2 coffee plants. I can't remember the other one.
Can't take it. Can't stomach it. Whatever happened to good old fucking Maxwell House coffee?
Right.
That's what I use. That or Folgers, whatever the wife buys, one or the other.
Folgers, good to the last drop. No, Folgers was what? Maxwell House is good to the last drop. What was Folgers?
Folgers have the flavor crystals.
Yeah, and it wakes you up with the right.
You ever have Cuban coffee? Our boy said.
I actually like Cuban coffee.
I've never had Cuban coffee.
It's like
yeah,
super strong with a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah, it's almost like
fucking kill you.
Take your when I lived in South Florida, they give it to you like in a paper shot cup, and it's damn near the consistency of maple syrup.
Yeah,
Holly, full to the rim with brim. Brim was the name of the coffee.
I think
I like chock full of nuts has that heavenly flavor. How about that, huh?
I think it's Folgers is the one where he never has a second cup of coffee at our house.
Get that good to the last drop feeling with Maxwell House. Wow, now I'm dating myself. Okay.
I bet your Father and Son's Adventure from Iowa has some pretty easy coffee in some of them truck stops.
Oh yeah. I've had some fucking coffee that I've pulled over to Licky Dink gas stations, and I look in. I try to drive by and look. Before I get there, I try to look through the window, and if I see just cigarettes and it says coffee in the window, I'm like, it's some old guy just making it. It's. So I pull in. I goes, "What do you get for a cup of coffee?" The guy's like fucking 60 cents, right? Gets to me in a 20-ounce cup. And it's like blub blub blub, blub, and I'm like, fuck, there ain't nothing that's gonna fucking make this thing taste good.
Quart of milk.
Yeah, really.
Bailey's Irish Cream or Amaretto in coffee is good.
Yeah,
too.
Shalisa's got it.
Yeah,
it's Folgers.
Yeah, that's I just sang that tune, didn't I?
No, you were singing that tune with the last drop or something.
This Folgers in your cup. No, I was singing It Get That Good to the Last Drop feeling from Maxwell House.
No, I thought it was Maxwell House's Coffee You Can Count On.
No. Try it from the back of a Roach Coach.
Oh, yeah.
I have, actually. Roach Coach coffee ain't bad. French vanilla cap with coffee and creamer.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. I can only do cream and sugar. I can't. It all depends. If I'm camping. Hey, almost guy with Wi-Fi. How the hell you been? Sometimes I drink cowboy coffee.
Oh, no, not me.
My old man drinks a cowboy style. So does my kid brother. My kid brother and him both black. We go to Dunkin's. We go to Dunkin's and I says to the girl, I need a black coffee and a large regular, 4 sugars, 2 carbs. And she's like, so what do you want in the black coffee? I goes, honey, black is black. No whites.
Yeah, goes, no shit.
And I go, black, no whites. And she goes, excuse me. I go, no sugar, no milk, no cream.
Black coffee
is black. So I get to the fucking window and the girl looks at me. She goes, black coffee. You can get, what did she say? You can get cream with black coffee. No, you can't. Because now it's a coffee, just cream. Not black coffee. It's coffee, just cream, please.
So somebody who had no clue was going to school you.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I used to go try to buy a burger, and they would ask me, would you like cheese? I'd ask for a hamburger.
Yeah.
You want cheese on that? I know, I'd ask for hamburger.
No,
not a cheese.
I want a hamburger. Exactly. People don't listen with the shit. How did you just say that? Say what? Prepping. Loving this weather, but trying to stay for one time. Truly a bushcraft expert, unlike M.I. Woodman. He's a fair weather camper.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy that someone doesn't know what black coffee is.
Yeah, I can't take it. It's just. So I get to the window. I'm like, hey, sweetheart, listen to me closely. If somebody orders a black coffee, do yourself a favor. Don't put sugar in it. Don't put cream in it. And don't ask them if they want sugar or cream in the coffee if they say black.
I love when you go.
No whites. Yeah, no whites. Now I sound like a fucking. See, yeah, but no whites. No, I should have asked for shall not be in French coffee. Fucking Jay Watt. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to kick you right in the nutsack. If you had one. Oh man, I'm telling you. But seriously, though, how stupid can you be?
Right. Coffee flavored coffee. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, but they just don't pay attention. I just had to explain to two 21-year-olds what the fucking anchovy was. We're in the truck, and he goes, Mike, what the fuck? That thing stinks. Whatever. I said, it smells like anchovies. He goes, what the fuck's an anchovies? It's fish. He said, anchovies are fish? I go, yeah. He goes, I never heard of it. I goes, you never had an anchovy pizza? He goes, no. I was, Jesus. He said, you put fish on pizza? I said, go away. Go. Just go away. Go away. Oh, my God. The dude that was Spicoli's friend threw a coffee on the robber in the mini mart. That's right. Spicoli. That's what I'm going to call it, Spicoli. Where's Stump? Stump is the new Spicoli.
Okay, I can't place that name. I know that name's Spicoli.
Spicoli, come on. Think.
You're talking about
Think. Same movie where the girl shows the other girl how to give a blowjob with the carrot.
Ridgemont High.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Ridgemont High. Thank you. God, that hurt. For
Yeah,
some
me too, for a
reason, I
second.
went Mysticata.
I want to listen and fall asleep. I work for him. All right, Holly, take it easy on. Thank you for coming.
Night, Holly.
He had 5 sisters. Ivan, itchy balls sack. How you been?
Ivan.
I haven't seen Ivan in a long time.
I'll be leaving at midnight.
Yeah, because you don't want to, how's the story go? You'll be home by midnight, Cinderella?
Yeah. I got
Trump
a fat
right
baby.
on in 2020. You're hitting your sack. Easy, easy. Doesn't that hurt there, Groovy? Oh, you're hitting the sack. I'm sorry. Good night, Groove. Take it easy. Good seeing you, and thank you for coming in.
Nice to see you, Groovy.
Night, Groovy. Oops.
Fucking Holly. I'm hoping that you're not. But yeah, it's people today, the kids today are just so we were in the restaurant one night and everybody orders, right? I'm the last one. And I said to the waitress, "Didn't you forget something?" She goes, "What?" I goes, "You asked each and every person what they wanted for a side." She goes, "You don't get a side." I said, "What are you trying to tell me? I'm a circle?" She goes, "No, you just don't get a side with what you ordered." That's pretty funny because you see 3 people down. She goes, "Yeah." I says, "He ordered the exact same thing I did." She goes, "No, we didn't." I just put my head down. I shook my head. And I moved my eyes. He met, and I'm looking at him, and he says, "Ma'am, I ordered the same thing." And she looked back on her little thingy, and she went, "Oh, I guess he did." Now, she doesn't say to him, "We don't have sides with that, da 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 da," right? So I said, "What am I getting for a side?" She goes, "Well, you don't get one." I said, "Well, he is." And she just looked at me. I go, "Never mind. Forget it. Just go. This is just," I go, "Why am I here?" That's why I should just stay home and cook for myself, have my wife do it. It's just amazing.
My favorite one is when I go to Taco Bell. I'm in automatic mode. I order my tacos with no onions. And they can't resist telling me, "Well, we don't put onions on them." It's like, well, you used to. Remember the poisoning where everybody got sick from the bad onions?
Oh, the green onions.
Yeah. They used to put them things on everything.
It's just people today, the kids, they just suck.
We don't put that on there. Well, I didn't need to know that. You just say, "Yes, sir." And
Right.
then tell me my total.
I said to a girl, it's not Taco Bell, but it's some other Mexican restaurant, fast food, And my daughter and I go in, and I said, the woman said something, and I go, "I want that, but I don't want the refried beans in it." She goes, "Oh, then you want this." I said, "Okay." And I said, "What's that?" And she told me what it was. I couldn't remember what the hell it is. I said, "But I get all those cheeses and everything on there too?" She goes, "Yep." I'm like, "Oh, thank you, God." I'll tell you what. I love Mexican food. I can't do the refried beans. It reminds me of a chickpea. You guys ever use any old school Guineas or Irish people in here make soup with chickpeas?
I haven't had a chickpea in a long time.
Oh my God, are they so dry in the middle?
Yeah, I don't know
That's
if
why
I've
they
ever
make
had one.
That's why they make hummus out of it, because you grind them up and it's wet all the way through then.
Actually, prepping was a Moe's. It was pretty good, too, Moe's. Prepping.
I'm off to bed.
Good night, young lady.
Good night.
Good night. Y'all take care.
We're going to try. I'll see you tomorrow.
Ooh, she's quick.
Huh? Was it something I said?
In the internal, she wrote, "See you tomorrow."
Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know if they don't pay attention.
Well, they think they're smarter than you, for one thing. The new generation.
Zach, what's a garbanzo? Oh, so a garbanzo bean and a chickpea, the same thing? Okay. Yeah, chickpeas suck. But yeah, I don't know what it is about the refrieds. They just, it gets to me. But other than that, I love fucking Mexican food.
Right.
I don't know what it is. Just enough spice. Not enough spice that you're like, I can't taste my food. But just enough to know that it's there. Cleans the nasal cavity. You know what I mean? Well, that's how I judge my spiciness.
No, I was reading, I guess it's a joke that Ivan wrote. Never had a garbanzo on my face.
What else pisses me off? Here's something that doesn't piss me off. Did we go camping in the campground?
Right.
We're like, 3 sites down. People aren't paying attention to the 10 o'clock quiet time. All right, Boyd, we'll talk to you soon. It's good to see you, Boyd.
See you, boy. Yeah, that's why I don't camp in campgrounds, Mike.
What's that, Johnny?
That's why I don't camp in campgrounds. Yeah.
So, they don't adhere to the, the 10 o'clock quiet time, what have you. And you know what? It doesn't bother me. A lot of that stuff that doesn't bother me is probably because I did all that stuff. You know what I mean? When I was single and drinking and not giving a shit. So, not that makes it right, but I'm just saying that I know I was just having fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, not only that, but if there's somebody 3 sites down to me, that's too close to somebody else camping.
Yeah. Right.
That's just the way I am.
Yeah, that's why I don't go to many campsites. When I go, I take my son. I haven't taken the girls yet. Although the next one that I go with my son, we're going to the what do you call it one? Primitive campsite. So it's kind of cool because it's on its own little island. Okay, so this campground was on a peninsula to begin with. Well, sort of a peninsula, but I guess technically it is. There's a lake on one side and a lake on the other side. And a little inlet in the middle. And
that sounds like Michigan.
Yeah, so you got to take a very short ride on a canoe to the primitive campsite. They do have, however, a lean-to, a good, great size lean-to, I should say. For seriously bad weather. You know what I mean? And there's nothing coming and making that thing fall down, I'll tell you that. That shit's made out of Johnny, these logs, right? They have to be all of 4 feet round. And that's what they made this lean-to out of.
Wow.
It's
like a cabin.
Yeah. It's like a post and beam cabin, you know. And it's just a lean-to. It's called dispersed camping, Mike. It was good to see Boyd tonight. I haven't seen Boyd in a while. But, I mean, I don't know if my son's ready for the camping that you and Adrian do.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, it's just to do it.
Yep. Just don't camp far from the car.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, I'm one of those guys, Johnny, that if I'm out there, unless it's fucking like torrential, you know, the weather pattern's just horrid or something.
Yeah.
I'm the type of guy that, you know, I explained to you what was going to happen and how this was going to be. We ain't going home.
Nah.
Go sleep in the car. You know?
I'm thinking about having one here in the backyard with my grandsons.
That's
have two of them. I think at least one of them, the older one, but the younger one, I don't know if he'll hang all night. But
I don't know.
fire going,
First time Grandpa farts in the tin, he might be heading for the house.
No, I got a little 2-man dome tent he can use, or my hammock, but I think he wants a tent. And then if he can deal with that, he can go in the back door and go lay on the couch.
Right.
Be a good way to test him for it, you know.
Yep.
You'll be all good through the s'mores, marshmallows and stuff, but when that stuff's all done, you're just sitting there, you'll be thinking about the Xbox.
Oh yeah. As soon as his mind stops and it realizes he's not doing it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, or the coyotes start hauling out back.
Time to go.
Well, you go in the woods. Yep. You go in the woods to take a piss, and he's sitting in the dark by himself.
Yeah, that one. That's why I said I'll do it right here in the backyard for his first time.
Yep.
Maybe going to the UP for a few days camping.
Nice.
Got another one of my friends that wants to was talking about it. Yeah.
Get to hear the wolves howl up there.
Yeah, it's been a long time for me. Way too long.
I've been to the UP twice in my life and never went
to really?
Or nothing. Yeah. Shit, I've only crossed, well, there you go. I've crossed that bridge twice, well, technically 4 times in my life. Lived here all my life.
I've been across that bridge at least 50, 75 times.
Right.
Growing up, we're an hour and a half or hour and 40 minutes from the bridge, so even Sundays we'd load up in the old station wagons, you know, with the 10 passenger.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, and just go up there for the day and go across the bridge. And used to ride the bikes. Take my bunch of us on the Harleys. Used to go up there across the bridge. Went up across the bridge when I had my Jeep.
Oh, that's got to be crossing on a bike.
Yeah, I drive the Greats too, man. It's cool. Usually drives the passenger kind of nuts and freaks them out, but I like running the Greats where you can see through to the water. Yeah, yeah, I've been across that a lot on the bike.
Yeah, you're right, Guns Girl. Trailer camping ain't camping. I mean, it has its pluses, but it's not quite the same.
No.
All right, you guys, listen. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get the hell out of here. And we're going to see everybody tomorrow night on Stevie's Chat. So I want to thank everybody that came in tonight. Those that are going to watch this tomorrow, as usual. You guys are the best. Johnny, as always, thanks for coming in. Ohio, I wish you had a microphone, buddy. Shalisa came in with us as usual. That's cool. And of course, we have the resident meth head with us, Stevie. All right, but thanks a million for coming in with us. And Stevie, what time are you going to do your chat tomorrow night?
I'm thinking the usual time, 9:30.
All right, you guys. So 9:30 Eastern. Stevie's going to do his chat. All right. All right. Listen, we're going to get out of here. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night. All right. Enjoy your Saturdays, ladies and gentlemen.